That's just not gonna work. Okay, I guess it is gonna work, you know, just don't register my hits. You saw the particles. Oh, yes, great. This is just the least annoying...
Whoa, whoa. See that guy right there? Looks like he's hit rock bottom. Well, that guy's actually me. Believe it or not. Now, I bet you're wondering how I got in this wacky situation. It all started in
this Bed Wars game. So a couple weeks ago I made a video about me breaking my mouse, which is basically a 10-minute segment of me ranting about how, like, part that's supposed to, like, grip the mouse better next to the mouse, how are you... Okay, you actually got knocked off. Just didn't take any knockback for 4 hits in a row. Anyway, it was basically about me ranting about, like, a tiny little, like, rubbery part on the left side of my mouse that was, like, the little sticky part basically just, like, kind of fell off because I was, like, gripping it so tightly. So you can just get off the map now, thank you very much. Anyway, so the little thing was, like, gripping so tight, he just left the game. Dude, what is it with Bed Wars and Bed Wars players and them just leaving the game, dude? Like, just the second they lose their bed, if they lose their bed within 3 minutes of the game, they're gone. They're out of here. Anyway, so a tiny rubbery part just kind of fell off the mouse, and I just kind of was, like, ranting about that for 10 minutes straight. And then, like, unironically, a couple of days later, I made a video about me ranting about my headphones breaking, which they didn't kind of break. I mean, it looked like they were broken. I mean, they still work. They work fine now, but basically what happened is, like, I got called upstairs, and basically when I get called upstairs, I kind of just, like, sprint as fast as I physically can every time. I don't really know why, it's just kind of muscle memory, but I just sprint up the stairs all the time every time I get called, and usually when and my bed's okay, no. Anyway, so I got, like, called upstairs or something, and then I, like, basically just, like, took off my headphones as fast as humanly possible, and I kind of just threw it onto my desk, like, not throwing it, but I, like, basically threw it. That's just not gonna work. Okay, I guess it is gonna work, you know, just don't register my hits. You saw the particles. Oh, yes, great. This is just the least annoying... No! He's so low! Yes! Yes, the comeback of the century. Anyway, so after I came back from being called, I saw to find my headphones, they were, like, not like completely dismantled, but, like, one side of the part that, like, helps you, like, adjust the headphones so that, like, your head doesn't get constricted, or that your headphones don't literally fall off while you're playing the game, you know? So your head doesn't get, like, constricted by a snake, you know, the part that, like, helps you adjust. I think you understand the analogy. Anyway, so that's the part that kind of, like, fell off. Like, me breaking things kind of became a meme, but not really a meme. You know, my channel isn't the biggest channel on YouTube, as you may think. I know it might be a shocker to some of you that I'm not the biggest channel on YouTube. But, yeah, so it kind of became a meme, you know, one person in the comment section made a joke about it, so that just automatically makes it a meme, man. One of my friends made a joke about it and just made a joke about me, like, making a series of how I broke, like, every bone in my body, or just making a series about how I broke every belonging. Why would you run away? You do realize I can go to your... I guess he wants to bed trade or something. I don't know what his plan was. Anyway. My friend made, like, kind of a joke about how, like, I should just make an entire, like, 300-part video series of all the things that I broke. I think I'm just gonna break my bed. Yeah, my bed is just gone. I guess he was just completely willing to bed trade, man. Anyway, so I started brainstorming about other things I had broken or destroyed in my life, and I just remembered this one time where I had this, like, Sonic toy, like this Sonic the Hedgehog toy that had, like, the cheapest plastic you'd ever see in your entire life. And basically what happened was I was playing with it in, like, the kitchen or the kitchen counter or something. What are you trying to accomplish here, man? I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish here. Sneaking behind that wall isn't just gonna make me forget that you're there, man. It's not how that works. I'm just gonna keep going back. I'm not gonna let you take fall damage so your knockback just gets absolutely cancelled. And now the Aqua guy's chasing us. You're literally going the other way. Since I just really don't like this pink guy, so goodbye and thank you. That's what you get for trading my bed. Anyway, I was playing with this Sonic toy on like the kitchen counter or something, and it was like I said, it was like the cheapest plastic you'd ever see in like the history of mankind. So it like broke really easily. I think it was like one of the first days I'd gotten it, because I just do not have any recollection of playing with this toy any other time in my entire life besides this one moment. So I'm assuming that was like it was the first and last time I would ever actually have fun playing with that toy. But anyway, so I was playing with it, and basically it broke, like Sonic's nose kind of broke off, and you would not believe how hideous Sonic looks with that nose, man. It's just, jeez, it is horrifying. But I guess I was playing a little bit too rough. But I'm just assuming it was cheap plastic, because I couldn't have been playing that rough, man. My arm width was probably like the width of a toothpick. I couldn't have been playing that rough, man. I'm just assuming that it was like the cheapest plastic in the West. And I'm invisible, and you just immediately knew where I was. Dude, that was way too close. That was way too close. I barely survived by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Anyway, I'm just assuming that was like the cheapest plastic in the West, because like I said, I probably had the arm width of like a piece of floss. I was not strong in the slightest, so I just refused to believe that I was like strong enough to break an actual good quality toy. That toy probably costed like $5 or something, but anyway, that's not the most important detail of the story. But basically, the toy broke. I don't actually remember exactly what I did, but if I'm lining it up with the other like things I reacted to, if anything remotely bad happened to me in any way, shape, or form, I'm assuming that I just immediately started bawling, crying without any hesitation whatsoever. And I wouldn't be surprised if like my mom looked at my dad like, okay, I dealt with him last time, it's your turn now. Then my dad just like sighs in slow motion and slowly walks over to me. I'm just assuming that that's what happened. That's the only reasonable explanation anyway. So he walked over to me and saw me crying, and he was like, oh, whoa, why are you crying, dude? And then I don't remember exactly what happened, but I'm assuming that I was like I was just so sad that I didn't even say anything. I just slowly pointed at the broken toy as my hands were like shaking at the speed of light because of how much I was whimpering and shivering and stuff. So yeah, that happened, and he looked at me and he's like, it'll be fine. We'll just put some glue on it, and then everything will be cash money. So that's what happened. Basically, he brought up some Gorilla Glue, which, Gorilla Glue, it was one of those things I had never used, but I've heard of, and I heard that it, was like, it wasn't playing around, so I was like, okay, this must go well. And I usually just assumed that everything that my dad said was automatically right, because usually he was able to fix all of my problems without any problem whatsoever, since my problems were like the easiest fixable problems in all of mankind. So I was pretty confident that he would be right. So we put some Gorilla Glue on it, we let it sit for the night. How did he survive? We let it sit for the night, and basically that night I was the most stressed I'd ever been in my entire... Please register my hits, thank you. It only took the 86,000th hit for it to actually register, a new record. Anyway, so I went to sleep that night the most stressed I'd ever been, and basically I woke up the next morning, instantly bolted down the stairs at Mach 3 as fast as I physically could. I had not a single other concern but to see if that toy was completely destroyed or not, man. I didn't know if it fell off, I didn't know if it was on, I didn't know if it was going to be stronger than ever, and even me beating it with a hammer repeatedly for 18.5 years would not even break it. I had no idea, man. I'd never used Gorilla Glue. I didn't know the power of Gorilla Glue. I sprinted downstairs, didn't care about anything else, didn't care about brushing my teeth, even though I probably wouldn't have brushed my teeth anyway since I had terrible hygiene back then. I kind of just did not like brushing my teeth at all. I had a phobia of brushing my teeth. I had brushing my teeth phobia. Very original, very creative name for a phobia, I know. It took me an entire 5.5 trillion years to come up with. See, you think I have TNT, and you have miner's fatigue, and I suck at the game, and I'm out. Goodbye. 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 Good day. I'm not here. It is a figment of your imagination, and I'm out. Why am I so bad? Not even close. Not even close. Anyway, so I went down to see the toy, and basically, you know, it looked fine. I mean, I could still see like the little crack where I broke it, so you know, it seemed pretty fine, but you know, I wasn't sold yet. You know, I wasn't that quick to just oh no. Nope. Nope, I'm disconnecting, man. I'm disconnecting. Still breaks my bed. Nope. Good day. Thank you very much. Very close fight. And I started playing with the toy a little bit, you know? And basically I was playing with it like more cautiously than normal. And basically I did something really stupid. I don't remember exactly what I did, but I know what I did was just kind of dumb. So it was either one of these two things. I either slightly tapped the nose against the table to see if it would break off, or I like poked it to see if it would break off. Either way, I did something stupid to irritate the nose, and it instantaneously broke off. It's time for death, sir. Or you could get it, or you could get that extra hit. That works too. And goodbye. So the nose broke off instantaneously. It broke off. It looks like I didn't even glue it, man. It looks like I just glued it on like 5 seconds ago. It didn't look dried in any capacity whatsoever. I instantly started crying again, and I don't remember exactly what I did, but I kind of had to deal with it because obviously Gorilla Glue wasn't going to work. I wasn't going to put tape on the nose because that would have just looked ridiculously ugly, and I would have just thrown up every time I even tried to play with it. So, but you know, I had a couple other toys. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know he was here. I have miner's fatigue. Wait, he still has a bed. He still has a bed. No. I'm just commentating, and then all of a sudden I just see this TNT tumble in front of me, and I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, hello there. I actually kind of don't want to fight you, so goodbye. Where's his base? It's the other side of the map. Are you kidding me? Out of my face. Not even close. Not even close. Thank you very much. Oh no, he made it to the bridge before me. Die. He didn't move at all. How do you move then, but when I'm literally coming at you at Mach 3 and do like the most sideways hit of all time, you don't move at all. Out of my face. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm just gonna gap in front of you to make you seem even worse. Anyways, that's a story about how I broke my toy when I was like 6 or something. I don't really know what else to think of about like me literally breaking things that I own, so I'm probably gonna have to like think outside of the box or something. My friend made a joke about how I just make an entire like 500 video series and I just name every single bone to ever exist in the entire body, and then I'm telling like I'm gonna be like videos 800 something, and then I'm gonna use like some like the tiniest bone in your entire body that has like a ridiculously long name that no one has ever heard in their entire life before. But you know, the memes, man. The memes. But anyway, if you for some reason like this video, then you should check out these two videos. These are the two previous I broke videos. One where I broke my mouse and where I broke my headphones. So yeah, I literally just sat here for 20 seconds trying to think of something clever and funny to say, but I got nothing.